Okay, just a little update. I'm just about to put my eyebrows on. There's an idea. Just use your fucking glasses. Holy shit. It works. Fuck. Just use my glasses as a goddamn template. Holy fuck. Well, I'll be goddamned. That fucking works perfectly. Oh my. Huh. Well, Jesus Christ. Imagine that. Oh. Well, I wasn't even going to put them on, and I was just going to joke that I was about to put them on, and then that works, I think. Okay, well, there we go. Huh. Wow. Yeah. So, an update. Let me see. Well, I cut the kids' phones, and so they're back to playing music and writing books and reading and just a bit healthier life. Brenna and I are still moving in together, and we're buying stuff. I bought an air conditioner. Like I got it secondhand. Actually, I didn't buy it. The guy gave it to me, but I'm buying other stuff. Just getting ready, and it's still a little too early to look for an apartment. You can't really get one 3 months ahead, 2 months. And Rita's signing whatever she needs to sign, and everything's happening. So yeah, and then Brenna was in a play, and she was pretty good. You know, the whole thing was kids theater, right? And so it sucked, basically. I mean, it's supposed to. It was a bunch of parents watching their kids, but you know, she was actually pretty good. Here she is. This is weird looking. You can't hear this, but here's her yelling at her mother in the play. This is her. And you can't hear it, but I'll send you the link to it. She's actually pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, you can't hear that, but she's good. And it really made me very, very happy that she was actually doing something real, you know, instead of doing something fake, which is on the computer or on a phone. And she's been being teased by her mother and her sister and a bit by me, but for wanting to be an actress but not doing any acting. And she didn't, man. She's good. She hardly tried. She didn't say she was a big deal about it, and she was genuinely enthused about doing it. And you know, she didn't think she was a big shot, but she didn't think she was a little shot. It was great. She handled it really, really well. And she did very, very well. And I am proud of her. Anyhow, and then Wee is doing really well. She hates school and is bored, and I don't know. I guess most kids are that way. I know I didn't learn anything at school. That wasn't because I was so smart or anything. Too smart for school, like Einstein. But, and then, so Wee's great. We talk all the time for extended chats on the phone. And they were up here last weekend, and they want to get down here as often as they can. We don't really do much when they get here. They just want to be out of there. They just don't like it. They don't like Paul, and they don't like Rita, and they don't like their house, and they just don't like the whole situation. So they would rather be doing nothing here than nothing there, which is fine with me. So, and then Opa's the same, getting slightly better, but there's really no hope. And then as for me, I've been dicked around going to doctor after doctor after doctor over this. Now, I got to make it clear. I don't care about the losing my hair and my eyebrows. It's the feeling sick and the sweating and it's called brain fog they talk about. And I have the symptoms of so many overlapping possible things. Like, no one just seems to be able to figure this out. So, anyway, I was on my way to, where was that? Oh, yeah. I was on my way to the hospital. I've been to see a dermatologist. I've been to see an internist, which is a sort of doctor that deals with everything, I guess. I don't know. I guess you know that. Then I went to see my real doctor because I wasn't getting any satisfaction from anybody. And there's a good reason why I wasn't getting any satisfaction and why I probably will not get any satisfaction. And that is because they can't fucking fix anything. Anyways, especially anything that I have. So I was on my way to the hospital, and I was going to this hospital, and I had this exact view almost. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What have I done? Oh, come on. Stupid. Oh, God. All these things. They just, oh, they're so irritating. Oh, what the hell? There. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that was the view. Jesus fuck. Just show me the picture. There. Oh, God damn it. Oh, anyways. Fuck this. Anyway, that's the pitch. So I look at this gigantic building. And I'm like, wow. What the fuck is going on in there? What the hell is actually going on in there? It's huge. Every time I go into this building, I come out of there not being able to be fixed for anything. Like eczema, which can be controlled, psoriasis, which can't, tinnitus or tinnitus, which they can't do fuck all about. I went to see a couple of doctors about that. Okay, well, you got it, so see you later, and we know all about it and why it happens, but bye. Then depersonalization, that can't do anything about that. Depression, no, can't really fix that. Can't fix it. We can give you some medication that makes other things worse. This is a cynical view of the medical profession, but Jesus Christ. Then this autoimmune problem, this feeling sick, and it's not the hair, it's the feeling sick and the sweating and just feeling like shit. And then so I was walking. So I had an appointment to see an internist, right? So I go and I look at the building on my way in, and I'm like, fucking hell, this thing's huge. What the hell is going on in here? So I was sitting talking with the internist, and I really upset him because he's telling me, oh, well, here it is, and this is this, and we think it's this, and there's really nothing we can do. But we don't know what it is, but there's nothing we can do. And I'm like, and he says, well, and at the end he says, well, I hope I helped. And I hope I helped here. And I said, no, you didn't. You haven't helped at all. You didn't do anything. And the guy was really upset. Like, he was really, 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 really upset. And I said to him, I laughed a little bit, and I said, Jesus, you doctors are actually real. You actually have feelings. And then I said, most people think you guys are just in it for the money, but I guess you're in it for something else, because I don't understand why you're so upset. You didn't really do anything. Yeah, there's nothing. You didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know, haven't figured out myself, and haven't heard from other doctors. Like, I don't even know why I'm here. The whole idea is that I am trying to see a rheumatologist, somebody who specializes in immune disorders, and I can't fucking get there. I keep getting bounced around to anybody but somebody who specializes in what I fucking will have, and I don't understand it. So anyways, I have an appointment now to go see a rheumatologist. No, yeah, I almost had one, but then the rheumatologist said I needed to go see a dermatologist first. And I've been to see a fucking dermatologist. And I've tried to get the records sent over, and that's been a disaster. So I actually went to goddamn Sunnybrook and got my own records and delivered them by hand. So anyways, maybe I have an appointment with a rheumatologist. Maybe I don't. I really don't fucking know. Anyway, so I said to this doctor after he got all upset, I said, you know, forgive me, but like, what is going on in this building? How big would this building be if people came here to be actually fixed for what they have? And he's like, well, he was pretty much shocked by the question. And I said, I think it would be as big as a house, because I don't think you guys really fix stuff. Like somebody comes in with a hurt knee, and you operate on. I didn't say this to him, but they operate on you, and you're fucked for the rest of your life. You're back in surgery, and they're not fixing it. The whole thing is not to get sick in the first place, because doctors do not have a handle on how to fix people. They know how to pass people back and forth and around and diagnose and give names to things, but they don't have a fucking clue how to fix it. There's all these all these autoimmune disorders. They don't have a fucking clue what's causing them. They know what they are, but they don't know what's making it happen. And I think it's an environmental thing. There's too much shit in the environment. Like, for instance, there's nothing in the historical literature about people who lose their hair. This is like a new thing. Like, you should see these pictures of kids that have lost their hair. Like, tons of them. And you don't read stories in the ancient literature about the child that lost its hair. Like, this is like a environmental sickness. It's like there's shit in that we don't know, thousands of chemicals combining, and we have no idea what the hell they're doing to us. Anyways, basically the immune system can attack anything in your body. And so there's all kinds of different doctors for different places where it's attacking, but they all can't do fuck all. And it's interesting. I'm about to go see this rheumatologist who specializes in immune disorders. And I'm thinking, God damn it, that must be a depressing job. Day after day after day, seeing people and not being able to do anything for any of them, except something really diabolical and dramatic, like suppress their immune system and give them steroids that make them even sicker or almost as sick. Like, oh, that's my job. It's just fucked. Like, do not get sick in the first place. It seems to me that exercise is the cure for everything. If there's, really, like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, doctors 100 years ago, they couldn't do fuck all. They didn't even know whether to cover somebody up who was hot or cool them down. They didn't know. I don't even know if they know now. If you're sweating, what are you supposed to do? So, if you've got a fever, do you bundle these people up? Like, they didn't know, but people trusted the doctor, so they had to create this veil, or it had to be a secret. There has to be a mystique, or else people wouldn't believe that they could fucking do anything, because they couldn't do anything. And maybe they could put maggots in your arm or attach leeches to you, which they still fucking do now. Maybe that works. But anyways, but they still have that. I went to see a doctor. I went to see my GP, and she was too busy, so I went to see an intern, and they called him Dr. Blah Blah. And I said to him, "Are you a doctor?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Are you really a doctor? You're not a doctor, are you?" And he said, "Well, no." "So why am I calling you doctor? Why are you Dr. Blah Blah Blah?" And he got really fucking pissed off. So they need this doctor mystique. Like, maybe it helps. Maybe that sort of sugar pill thing or whatever helps. Maybe you think, just like taking vitamins, it helps to make you think that you're helping yourself, but really you're doing fuck all. But anyways, the medical profession is completely fucked. You know, all this money, that giant building, all of that money being spent, and not very many people being fixed, and lots of people just sort of being passed around and diagnosed and given sort of half measures and half treatments. And don't bullshit us. If you can put the money in curing people with something, or making us get exercise, but don't fuck around like this. So anyways, and then another really fucking irritating thing is they create false hope. Doctors, especially with all the shit that I have, nothing that I have can be fixed with anything. It can't be fixed for sure. And it can be treated with antidepressants or cortisone cream. But you know, nothing else can be fixed. And God forbid they start operating to get rid of my tinnitus. Jesus Christ. I'm not letting them near my ears. Jeez. Anyhow, so they create this false hope to get you moving around the system. Like, I don't believe it's a conspiracy. I just believe they clearly are at a loss for what to do themselves. You know, so they pass you on to Dr. Blah Blah and Dr. Doodle Doodle, and then you want to go see Dr. Dum Dum, and they get mad at you and they say, oh, well, that's just false hope. Well, the whole thing was false hope from the very beginning. Why should the false hope end with you? Holy fuck. Anyways, so what I'm trying to do is just figure out what the fuck I have. And that's probably all I'm going to be able to do. I'll have some wacky syndrome named after some doctor that's all basically the same thing. Yatimoto's and Himoshamis and Addison's and Graves and diabetes and the thing that Flaherty had with his skin, all different names with different doctors and different specialists, and it's all the same fucking thing. It's the immune system attacking itself, or, which I strongly believe, I really think that it's the opposite. I think it's the immune system attacks everything unless it's told not to. So your body has a natural, this is what I think. Your body has because the immune system is not this intelligent thing that can go around feeling things and going, oh yeah, this is bad and this is good. That's giving it too much credit. It just attacks everything foreign unless there's a biological marker inside of you that tells it not to eat you. So if that breaks down, then it just starts to eat you. Because it's not smart. It's just doing like it makes more sense. The inside of your body, every cell in your body has a little marker that says "Don't eat me" to the immune system, and there you go, done. And then cancer cells, which don't get eaten, and they're bad, and the immune system can't fucking figure out isn't smart enough to figure out that that's bad, has the marker that says "Don't eat me." And so the immune system doesn't need it. So anyway, I mean, I just think it's the ass backwards. I think it's, but the thing is, okay, well, maybe I'm right with that, but it still doesn't make it fixable. Anyway, the whole thing's very irritating and depressing. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence, lots of people claiming that changing their diet. I practically eat perfect for a lot of the diets, like Mediterranean diet and so on. There is this dramatic paleo diet. There's called a paleo autoimmune protocol. Basically, you eat meat, but I can't afford it. I can't fucking eat meat every meal. That's like $10 a meal. I seriously can't afford it right now. Anyway, so I don't know. The whole thing, like all the pharmaceutical industry, and just get exercise and don't get sick. Get exercise, eat well, and don't get sick. You know, that's probably, I know that doesn't help with cancer, but they can't really do that much with cancer besides practically kill you. There's not a hell of a lot. I guess there is some success with cancer. I don't know. Anyway, it's just, that's my experience with the medical profession at the moment. Just one fucking waste of time after another. And then these self-help things, or these organizations, like the alopecia one's classic. Let's raise money to raise awareness. Well, so what, are you competing against other are we going to compete with diabetes? We're raising awareness to raise more money, to raise more awareness, to raise more money against the diabetes people. Can't we cure something? Anyway, I think all the money that they're raising should be put towards research, but then that's bogus because no one's fixing anything with any of this research. God damn. It's been known for 100 years that the immune system attacks itself. And who's focusing in on how to fix that? And then cancer. Where the fuck are the billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars going? What is that? What are they doing? Really? It's alarming. Anyway, that giant goddamn building. Look at the size of it. It's huge. Like, you can only see part of it. I can't make the screen do what I want it to do here. No, you see, it just won't do it. Anyway, there it is. All of that, and probably this much of it, is for people that walk out of there fixed of something. Like, really fixed. Not treated, but fixed. There's no fixing in the medical profession. Nothing gets fixed. It fixes itself. Things fix themselves faster than doctors fix them. Not cancer, but, I went to the fucking emergency room with my autoimmune problems and my nails falling out, and it fixed itself. My nails fixed themselves. Doctor didn't fix it. As they passed me around from doctor to doctor, they didn't fix my nails. Anyway, so I don't know. What are your thoughts? Yours must be pretty twisted on this whole thing too. Billions and billions spent on God knows. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, things are okay, except that my energy level's about 80%. I'm falling into a depression, and I don't know what to do. This thing's really bumming me out. It's just grinding me down slowly every day, waking up feeling sick, and every doctor's visit the same waste of fucking money and time and tests, and then retesting what's already been tested because they can't find the results from somebody else, which is pretty spectacular. I had to be retested, all blood tests. I don't know how much these things cost, but they couldn't find the records within Sunnybrook Hospital in a 2-month period between seeing a dermatologist and an internist. They couldn't find the records. So instead of getting them somewhere, because they're in there, they just, we'll just do a whole bunch more tests. So I don't know. Anyways. And it almost happened again. I almost had to go see a dermatologist because they couldn't get the records from Sunnybrook at Toronto Western. So I went and fucking got them myself. Anyway, I'm very turned off the medical profession right now. I mean, just from my own experience. But that as I read more and more and think about it, doctors would come to a sick person and the person would die. And it was originally, doctors were created out of false hope. A combination of falsely hoping that somebody can fix you, and then somebody pretending that they can fix you. And the combination created a goddamn doctor. And it's been going on ever since. That's why that guy, who wasn't a doctor, needed to be called a doctor. If he wasn't a doctor, what the hell? If you're an engineer, you're an engineer. If you're not, no one calls you engineer. Because engineers can really fix things. They don't need it. If I can fix it, I can fix it. Being called an engineer doesn't really matter. I'll fix your bridge. But a doctor needs to be called a doctor because they can't fucking fix anything. So they need the mystique behind doctor. And that's why that doctor was so goddamn upset that he didn't do anything. Because that's the goddamn problem that they face every day. They can't fucking do much. They pay them a whole goddamn lot of money to not really do much. It's a way overrated profession. But, anyways. In my experience, anyhow. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have had lots of things that I guess get fixed. But I just can't find anything. Really, that much. You go in there with a cold, they can't do anything. You go in there with a virus, they can't do anything. You go in there with a bacteria, then they give you antibiotics, but then now that's causing super bacterias, and that's not their fault, but it is not really fixing things in the big picture. Anyways, yeah, I've gone sour. I'll talk to you later. Bye.